Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss an example for limits in the graph sketching. A function f is given by the situation where we have 3x plus 1 over x squared minus 9. And we can represent the situation in this form, which is 3x plus with the 1 over bracket x minus 3 multiplied with x plus 3. So A, determine the domain. So as we can see, x cannot be equals to 3 and also the negative 3. So the domain would be negative infinity until negative 3 union negative 3 until 3 union 3 until infinity. Next is to find the xy intercept. So in order to find the x-intercept, y is equals to 0. So if we substitute, and we will have 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. So x is equals to negative 1 over 3. So we have negative 1 over 3 and 0. Continue. In order to find the y-intercept, so meaning that we have x is equals to 0. So if we substitute, and we will have y is equals to 1 over negative 9. So the coordinate will be 0, negative 1 over 9. So next is to find the vertical asymptote. So as we can see, we have the vertical asymptote, which is x is equals to negative 3, x is equals to 3. So limit when x approaching negative 3 from the left. So we will have 3x plus 1 over bracket x minus 3 multiplied with x plus with the 3. Continue. We have another one. Limit when x approaching negative 3 from the right function, we have 3x plus 1 over x minus 3 multiplied with x plus 33. Continue. Substitute the value. So as we can see in the number line, we have negative 3. When the x approaching negative 3 from the left, so we will have negative 3.0001. As for the right, we will have negative 2.9999. So if we substitute the value, so we will have the situation negative, and then followed by we have another negative, and then we have another negative. So finally we have negative infinity. Continue. For the negative 2.999, if we substitute, we will have a negative, followed by we will have another negative, and then we have a positive. So at the end we will have a positive infinity. So limit when x approaching 3 from the left, we have 3x plus 1 over bracket x minus 3, x plus with the 3. Limit when x approaching 3 from the right, we have 3x plus with the 1 over x minus 3, x plus with the 3. So refers to the real number line. So we have the 3. From the left, we have 2.9999. As for the right, we have 3.0001. So if we substitute, we will have for the left, which is 2.9999. So in here we have positive, then we have a negative followed by a positive. So we have negative infinity. As for the right, we will have the positive, then followed by positive, and then positive. So we have positive infinity. So that would be the behavior for the vertical asymptote as x approaching negative 3 and also the x approaching 3. Next, we need to determine the horizontal asymptote. So horizontal asymptote. Limit when x approaching negative infinity for the function, we have the 3x plus with the 1 over x squared minus 9. So if we substitute the negative infinity, and we will have indeterminate form. So what we are going to do is to divide by the highest power of the denominator. So in here, we have to factor out the x squared. Because refers to the denominator, the highest power will be the x squared. So we have x squared bracket 3 over x plus with 1 over x squared. Over, we have x squared bracket 1 minus 9 over x squared. If we simplify, limit when x approaching negative infinity, so we will have 3 over x plus with 1 over x squared, over, we have 1 minus 9 over x squared. So finally, the value of y will be approaching 0. Because if we substitute 3 over infinity, we will obtain 0. Same goes to 1 over infinity, we will have 0. Negative 9 over infinity, we will have 0. So at the end, 0 over 1, which is equals to 0. So that will be the horizontal asymptote. Next, limit when x approaching positive infinity. So we have 3 over x plus 1 over x squared over 1 minus 9 over x squared. The value of y will be approaching 0 as well. So the horizontal asymptote will be y is equals to 0. Next is to refer to the graph. So at first, we have the domain. So as we can see in here, we have the -3 and also the 3 will be the vertical asymptote. So here we have x is equals to -3, x is equals to 3. Continue. We have the x-intercept, which is -1 over 3, 0. So here will be the x-intercept, -1 over 3, 0. Continue. We have the y-intercept, 0, -1 over 9. Let's say the location is over here. So we have 0, -1 over 9. Next, refers to the vertical asymptote. When x approaching -3 from the left, we have decreasing. Continue. -3 from the right, we have the increasing. Followed by 3 from the left, we have decreasing. Continue. 3 from the right, we have increasing. As for the horizontal asymptote, when x approaching -infinity, we will have approaching 0. So we have two options. Same goes to the right, we have two options. So in order to determine the horizontal asymptote and also the behavior, we have to make use of the calculator. Kindly substitute the value of x, let's say -100. So if we substitute, we will have the negative value, which is less than 0 for the left hand side. As for the right hand side, let's say we substitute x equals to 100. So we will obtain the value greater than 0. So the graph will be something like this. So the function will be fx is equals to 3x plus 1 over x squared minus 9. So that is the situation for this case. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.